So I was copied on an email this morning from the Dean of Student Affairs at St. FX University in Nova Scotia expressing some concern to Billy Joe at Student Life.
Joe McDonald is the Dean of St. Francis Xavier in Antigonish. Really passionate about students and their safety and what happens to them.
On my campus, one day a couple of boxes of resources arrived. The brand of the corporate sponsor was up front.
Yes, we did have some pens returned, some of the pens from the kit.
And the brand was a Brewer, so I did not accept the resources.
I'm trying to find out from Bristol right now when I signed off on that, because it's got your Molson logo straight across it, and they got returned already. Yeah, you can use them, absolutely. They're great pens. Stephen was laughing. They're really good writing pens. So it's like, yeah.
It's difficult for us to understand some of the scenarios and situations that deans of students have faced.
A direct brand of a brewer to an underage student does not fit with the educational core values of our institution.
I know that there's a concern at St. FX with respect to campus residences, and I think the number that Joe had stated was about 40% of the student population is actually underage.
They were dissatisfied with the orientation program that was sponsored by Molson. They felt that the program was just another opportunity for Molson to market themselves.
This is one way that they can give back to the community. Put a percentage of their money towards the student life education, towards Bacchus, but I don't think that they need to have their brand associated with it in any form. Does the brand have to go with the message? I say no.
And our orientation program is a logoed opportunity because it is a lot of money. It's, you know, $150,000 plus in materials that go out, and we've never been able to sell it without a logoed opportunity.
For him, the logo is an issue. For another stakeholder, if we didn't put the logo on there and we funded the program, there would be stakeholders that could very well have a concern about that.
You know, they have policies, no beer money for this, no, but I want this stuff, Fran, but I need this stuff for free. It's like, okay. But they also have policies that they don't take money from Pepsi either. It's just like, look, you guys, someone's got to fund this thing because you don't want to pay for it. You don't want somebody's logo on it. It's, you know, it doesn't work that way anymore. It's a bit naive.
But here's something you have to understand, though. You're saying, you know, you don't want anything with the beer store on it or whatever. The public thinks that they should be doing something. And then when they do something, we say, oh, well, they don't mean it, or they're only doing it because they have to, or so it's kind of a lose-lose situation for them. For
Molson to say that we're out there promoting responsibly, they may see situations where they would counter that argument.
They are not responsible corporate citizens when they go to the under 19 age audience. To me, that's more about getting the brand into the underage population and hoping that there will be a connection with that age group and that brand. But I will give them credit. Their corporate responsible messaging since then has been less towards the under 19 age group and more towards the 19 age group.
We this year have adopted a policy that we will not allow any of our activities on campus to be targeted at campus residences. You deal with a lot of things like that, you know, you deal with a lot of issues that arise or surprises that might come along. So that's what keeps us pumped up, because we can usually handle it. We're all here against the same end in promoting responsible consumption. We hadn't reached out perhaps in the past to them to say, are there sensitivities? We now understand that they have some sensitivities, and then in the past perhaps they didn't feel that they could raise them with us. What we've done is we've opened up that conversation and that dialogue. I'm a big believer in conversation. You know, what things are is really what the conversations are and what the dialogue is. But if you're not in dialogue or conversation, you know, you're never going to really get to the bottom of it or resolve it.
We reach out to people, including the deans, to get information, to get their perspective, to enter into that dialogue. So rather than having everybody defend their positions, you know, we have a mutual desire and an attempt to actually solve their issues.
So if you're in dialogue with people, you can just about deal with anything. You're going to resolve it. You're going to get to the bottom of it and get through it. So that's what's critical.